21 minutes past 8, the time on this Friday evening. Now, how do you fancy a brisk walk? Well, possibly a walk around the coast of mainland Britain. Well, hopefully you're up for it, because I can tell you now it's 7,000 miles in total, and that's exactly what Nathaniel Severs is currently doing. He's doing it to raise money for 3 charities, and he's due to enter Devon tomorrow. And he joins us now on the telephone. Nathaniel, a very good evening to you.
Good evening, Duncan.
Now, bearing in mind the weather we've had during the past, say, 10 days or so, whatever possessed you to undertake this walk at this time of the year?
I basically started it now so that I get to Scotland when it's a bit warmer up there, so the weather's not too extreme when I get to Scotland, really.
So where did you actually start from?
Portsmouth on the 10th of January.
And I think I'm right in saying you're due to head into Devon tomorrow, is that right?
Yeah, tomorrow I head from Lyme Regis into Budley.
Right, so you started on the 10th, so you've had some pretty horrendous weather, haven't you, along the way?
I've had some pretty torrential rain, and I started when it was all still snowy and icy. So that was quite bad.
Indeed. And I gather, you've got a backpack and a tent. Have you been staying in the tent every night?
No, not every night. I was in it last night, and I got pretty wet, but tonight I'm at B&B to dry up a bit, and then tomorrow night I'm at a friend's house.
So let's look at the logistics. We're talking, 7,000 miles, is that right?
Yeah, up to 7,000. It might be a bit shorter, but yeah.
And is this something you've always had some inkling that you wanted to do at some stage?
Yeah, since I was about 16, so 7 odd years, I sort of thought it would be a good thing to do, and now it's the ideal opportunity for me.
So what sort of planning, Nathaniel, have you had to do for this?
Basically, I've mapped the route and found mileages for each section, so I know roughly where I've got to be at the end of each day, and basically just training. Other than that, trying to get the physical fitness and used to the bag and everything.
And tell me, what is it? It's the 22nd today, isn't it? So 12 days into your walk now.
Yeah.
How are the feet bearing up?
The feet aren't too bad, actually. First couple of days they were quite achy, and obviously my back was a bit achy, but they've sort of, I think my body's got used to it a bit now, so other than the really hard bits, it doesn't hurt too much.
And I suppose some consolation, apart from when you get back up to Scotland, at least the sort of hilly terrain areas you're doing first, aren't you, really? Yeah,
definitely. So I've done Golden Cap today, and then so that's the highest peak in the south, on the cliff. So I've done the hard bits now, and then I should have an easier bit until Scotland. But I'll have that in the summer, so I have longer to get through there.
Indeed. So you enter Devon tomorrow. So just give us your itinerary for the next 2 or 3 days, because it's going to take you, obviously, through Devon into Cornwall, and then perhaps somewhat uniquely, because you'll be going back up through Devon again, which is the only county you actually walk through twice, isn't it?
It is. Tomorrow I arrive in Budley, and then the next day, because I'm not allowing myself to take ferries, I have to go up the Exe and then back down, and I end up in Dawlish. And then the day after, I can't actually remember where I'm going to be, but basically just heading through down into Cornwall, yeah.
Actually, it's interesting you say you discipline yourself that you won't use ferries, which obviously is going to add considerable amount of mileage, is it not, to your walk? Yeah,
definitely. But the reasoning behind it is that I wanted to do the whole thing sort of on my own power rather than having to take ferries and stuff. I like, when there's bridges, I'll take them because I can still walk over them, but the rest of the time, it is going to add a few miles.
So they can expect to see you on the Isle of Skye, but they won't see you on the Isles of Scilly, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Now, you're doing this for charity, it has to be said, and I think it's not 1 but 3 charities you're supporting, so tell us something about those.
I'm doing it for the Stroke Association because my granddad had a few strokes before he died, and my dad used to work for them a bit. And the Mammal Society, which is a conservation charity, and I did a zoology degree, so that's something that's quite close to my heart. And then there's my sister's a physiotherapist, and in her local hospital, they're trying to raise some funds for a new machine to help young people that have had brain hemorrhages. So recently I've just decided to try and raise a bit of money for them as well.
So it's three quite diverse charities, really, isn't it?
Yeah. So hopefully people will either split their donations, or just if they're particularly interested in one of them, then hopefully they can give money to that. So gives people a choice.
Now, tell me, what sort of backup do you have for this? There's obviously, I know your brother, he's the one that contacted us originally. He's obviously your link with the media, I assume.
Yeah, he's he's working hard to get people to know about it. So he's sending out press releases and all that sort of things. But he's also at the end of the phone a lot with computer access. So if I have any trouble, I can ring him and he'll try and work out how best to resolve any sort of detours that I may end up taking or whatever. And then there's just sort of friends and family. Everyone's like around to give me a helping hand when I need it and stuff. So it's quite good. So
everyone's rallying around, which is good news. But the walk itself, you're doing this totally on your own, are you?
Yeah, the majority of the time. I've invited friends and family to come and join me for like a week or a weekend when they can. I think my brother's going to be down in Exeter tomorrow, so he's going to join me for a day. And then my parents are coming down in February, and some friends joining me in March and stuff. So, yeah, most of the time on my own.
I was going to say, if they had any sense, they'd all join you this weekend as you go through Devon and Cornwall, probably the best part of the British Isles, you see.
Yeah.
At least the weather today has been somewhat kinder to you, I assume. I'm in Cornwall, and this programme covers Cornwall and Devon, and we've had really pleasant sunshine for the best part of the day. Have you managed to catch some of that or not?
No, it's been raining pretty much all day.
Oh, dear, no.
Yeah. Made it quite hard. It's been quite slippy, and I'm very wet, yeah.
Well, you've got better weather to come tomorrow, at least, anyhow.
Excellent. I'll be looking forward to that.
And let's hope that lasts through until Sunday. So what's your timescale? When do you hope to actually complete the walk and get back to Portsmouth?
Hopefully by Christmas this year. So I think at the moment the due date is 22nd of September to get back. But I could be behind or I could be ahead, but it'll be around that date.
And have you taken the time out to do this continually, or will you have to keep coming back to it from time to time?
I've taken the time out to do it continually, because I'm only stopping it in August because my brother's getting married, so I'm going down to London for a couple of days to be there, but otherwise I'm just walking all year, basically.
He'd never forgive you if you missed that, would he?
No, exactly.
Now, the important part, if somebody wants to support you now and sponsor you with the three charities that you're raising money for, how do they make contact?
Basically, I've got a blog which has got links to all the charities, which is natsebs.wordpress.com. Or the Stroke Association and the Mammal Society, I've got Just Giving pages.
Right. So the important one is the contact on the blog, really, because that'll get you everywhere, won't it?
Yeah, then you can just go on the links and you can find all the charities, basically.
Indeed. So that's Natsevs, that's NATSEVS as one word, natsevs.wordpress.com, yeah?
That's the one, yeah.
Excellent. Well, Nathaniel, we'll welcome you tomorrow here into the southwest. And as I said, the weather's looking very good, actually, for tomorrow. So it should be a much more pleasant day for you. Have a great time walking through Devon and Cornwall. Good luck with the whole of the walk. Thanks, of course, for joining us on the programme.
All right, thank you very much, then.
Pleasure. Thanks indeed, Mal.
Bye.